If the saloon HVAC is cooling partially, check the set point temperature. It should be 26 degrees. If it is higher, reduce it as required. Check whether the unit is going on cool 1 and vent mode. If it is not going on cool 2 mode, check the fault log. The fault log could indicate compressor circuit breaker tripped, LP fault, HP fault, return air sensor faulty. If the fault log indicates compressor circuit breaker tripped, check the circuit breaker of the compressor. If it has tripped, reset it. Also check the output voltage of the contactor. If single phase has occurred, the contactor is faulty. Replace the contactor. If the fault log indicates LP fault, check the air filters. If the filters are dirty, clean them. And refit. If they are choked, replace them with new ones. Check the evaporator coil. If it is found clogged, clean the evaporator coils with water pressure jet. Now check the supply fan. If the supply fan has stopped working, check the supply fan motor circuit breakers and the contactors. If there is a fault, replace the faulty contactor or the circuit breakers. Check the solenoid valve. If the solenoid valve is defective, replace the coil of the solenoid valve. Check the discharge pressure and the suction pressure with the pressure gauge. If both are low, there is a loss of charge in the refrigerant. Insert a small amount of refrigerant and verify the leakage. Repair the leak and recharge the system. If discharge pressure is okay and suction pressure is low, check the TX valve. If frosting is observed after the TX valve, then the TX valve could be defective or jam. Replace the TX valve. Also, if frosting is observed both before and after the TX valve, then there is blockage in the filter dryer. Replace the filter dryer. If the fault log indicates HP fault, Check the condenser fan. If the condenser fan is not rotating, check the condenser fan motor. Check the contactor and the circuit breaker of the condenser fan motor. If any fault is found, replace the faulty contactor or the circuit breaker. Check the condenser coils for any blockage. There could be blockage due to dust, leaves, foreign material, etc. Clean the condenser coil. If the fault log indicates return air sensor faulty, check the return air sensor. If the return air sensor probe is malfunctioning, replace the return air temperature probe. Now, if no fault is found in the fault log, and the saloon HVAC is still cooling partially, check the pressure of the suction and discharge by fixing 4 numbers of pressure gauges. If there is a pressure difference between healthy and unhealthy circuits, equalize by topping up the gas according to the reading of the healthy circuit. Check the cleanliness of the return air filters. If the return air filter is dirty, clean the filters and refit. Check the return air damper. It should be in open condition. If it is in closed condition, check the motor of the damper.